Before I get my hands on episode 12, I forgot to mention that Arboliva is my favorite Pokemon voice from Horizons thus far. His voice is really soothing, like a guardian or an angel. The future I choose. Like Ash Ketchum! Arboliva is sobbing about their forest, but Arboliva looks stoic as ever. Molly knows that this Arboliva can use its energy to help weaken Pokemon, but it can't with the, forest being destroyed. Arboliva is so distraught, in fact, that it's sobbing in two voices.
That's true. Still...
Okay, to Horizons' credit, they at least try to hide it with the music. Or maybe that's how Arboliva copes. So it's up to the two 10-year-olds and a Tamu Joy to get the forest back as it was. Although they did that in like 2 hours. Liko gets the food, Roy asks Fuecoco to use, oh that's choppy. Molly and Chansey literally do nothing, but her Chansey is so cute that I'll let it pass. For fuck's sake. Look, I'm getting sick of objects that look like they belong in something else. It's just super distracting seeing a person drag a PNG. And a bad one at that. Almost everything is done now, all they need is water, and instead of them catching water types like the anti-chuds they should be, the Beauty and Freak show up. She's not even supposed to be here, by the way. Freak literally told her that she was in charge of the ship, alongside Murdoch.
The two of you are in charge of the ship.
This could have actually mattered a few episodes ago if the explorers were actually chasing Liko. Still, they're chasing the Rayquaza now, but like, it could have mattered. Like, I hate to break it to you guys, but I don't trust Murdoch to defend this Soggy by himself. Dude only has a dog which is more suitable for searching and whipped cream that isn't even suited for battling. I mean, Murdoch can obviously throw hands himself, maybe even taking down a Skarmory or two at best, but I think he's just fucked when he gets to Zero Edge. What do you guys think though? Would Murdoch himself be able to knock out a Rhydon to Skarmory's Golduck, Zero Edge, the other Skarmory? Other than the Quagsire reveal from Ludlow and the Nidothing segment that I'll talk about a bit later, the first half is just time wasting. Because at the end, Arboliva just uses their ability Seed Sower to make nature whole again. Liko and friends are kind of placed awkwardly. Like, I figured their RVTs would be behind Arboliva, either that or they're just really small, 5'7" my ass. The instructions are just kinda unclear, especially for what Liko is doing. How is picking old berries from the trees saving the forest?
Quack.
Not you too. Despite not beating the two voice allegations, I like Quagsire's new voice, the second one. It's a goofy voice for a goofy Pokemon, and I like it. There's nothing really else I could say other than, like, it makes sense for Lolo to own this Pokemon due to where he's from. He also has another Pokemon being Sharpedo, who also has a pretty dope-ass debut. The Nidothing segment this time is about abilities and how each one plays a different role when you're in battle. Some are beneficial, some make me feel empathy, and some get their signatures.
And as a trainer, you gotta be doing all you can to bring out the best in your partner's abilities.
How do I do that for Slack Off? Did you know that Durant gets Truant as a hidden ability? That's fucked up considering Heatmore is his literal enemy. Liko's pendant starts doing stuff again, which the young legendary Terapagos resonates with again, like in episode 6, but this time instead of protecting Liko, they show her and Roy a vision of the guy. Don't ask what Arboliva threw at them, I'm fully confident that it's not going to be seen again.
Go out and find it. Go out and find it. This world.
When that's all good and done, Arboliva returns to its ancient Pokeball where it's sealed. I forgot to mention that previously, my bad. So it seems that this Arboliva and Black Rayquaza are like teammates to Lucius. That's his name, by the way. Story time. Once upon a time, this man was just doing his own thing, making friends with Pokemon and people as he went. Then this guy saw something in his dream and told his mates, hey, let's go there. And the rest was history. He found paradise and made a home of it where they lived happily ever after. Ain't that swallow? Although, what is this paradise? I did some digging, and what I mean by that, I just checked one person's review of Pokemon Horizons episode 12, The Future I Choose. I'm really glad I did that because Hog said it was a fucking Arby's.
He then stumbled upon paradise and named it Arby's.
I feel like Lucius would have been like a Burger King kind of guy, but what do you guys think his favorite fast food restaurant is? Let's make headcanons. Outside of Lapras, Horizons did a pretty good job disguising who the other hero Pokemon that we haven't seen yet were. Judging by the illustrations, I thought the other three were fucking Oricorio, Pidgeotto, and Zigzagoon. probably should have taken that out of the video. You guys have probably heard about Game Freak's Terror Leak from October 2024. You know, the one where Typhlosion himself wished people recognized him for having a cool form. Anyway, there was some stuff about the anime, including 3 Pokemon that were scrapped from being a part of Lucius's 6 heroes. These include Hatterene, Zeraora, that's a fucking wild one, and Pachirisu, which is incredibly sad. Not for Hatterene, I could care less, but for Pachirisu at least, they could have made this work. Since Roy's goal is to catch all of Lucius's Pokemon, a hero that is really fast and small, you need tactics on how to outsmart it. Maybe you have to corner it to a wall with your Pokemon. That would be a neat way to catch Pachirisu. As for Zeraora, I don't know, but I don't want its legacy to be recognized in Unite. It's evening time and Freed starts to catch up with Liko's mother.
Hi, Cap. How have you been?
Dude, she's prettier than my half-eaten Umbreon card. My fault, Alex. I wasn't familiar with your game. Their convo isn't that notable. Like, there's stuff there, but it's like not as interesting. But what is interesting is that Luca's voice actor has played as Nabbit in Super Mario Wonder. Don M. Burnett did a good job voicing Luca. It actually reminds me of Orla's voice, but deeper.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was worried it might be a bit dangerous to contact you considering I'm her mother.
And I brought a friend with me. It's Old Man Ludlow.
Do you have to emphasize that he's old? That might have not been the best example, but we move. And we're off to the Galar region in a place called Galar Castle because no one knows why Liko's pendant isn't normal. The best lead they have is Liko's grandma, Diana, who lives there.
I'm glad Liko's got you at her side. Safe journeys.
Like Pokémon Journeys. I, for one, am happy that we're going back to Galar. Some of my favorite gym leaders haven't appeared in the main anime yet. There's also Galar Pokemon that have still yet to be revealed, like the early Routbug, Blipbug, and Barrascuda. Fucking got me there. Oh yeah, Spinel has been stalking the rising Voltacklers, so that's something to keep in mind. Oh my god! Magneton, Beheeyem, Umbreon. This is literally the 3rd time they gave an important character in Umbreon. I'm just hoping this one's a bit more interesting or we're gonna have problems. This episode is a 7 and the reason why it's only a 7 is because Squawkabilly. I fucking hate that guy. This whole Arboliva arc, Fuecoco has been spamming Stomping Tantrum as if a flying type would send him back into Ember Income Housing. Say your prayers. Luca deciding herself to not meet Liko because of her philosophy is something I would have never expected. She has too much faith in that 10-year-old. Like, I get you don't want to baby your daughter, but like, not even a hello? What if a Rhyperior was taking his morning constitutional, tripped over nothing and squished Liko? What then? Sucks to suck?
Who talks like that? Just say he's walking.